Hello and welcome to yet another World of Tanks video. I did try and refrain from doing another World of Tanks video because I know a lot of you prefer me playing Minecraft and such, but I'm just doing this because I'm following along with the American Tank Destroyer line, which I'm portraying here. This is the fourth, must be, because this is tier 4, although I think it's the third actually, because you don't get the tier 18 until you've gone past tier 1. So this is actually the third American tank destroyer in the line. So this is the M8A1, and it's a very interesting tank actually, slash tank destroyer, because it's one of the first turreted American tank destroyers, because I decided to go the turreted line just because you have the Hellcat and such, which although are lightly armoured, because if you look at this thing here, we've got pretty standard armour already. It's not great, it's not awful though, we've still got about 30mm slash 40mm on the turret, which isn't too bad. And this is with the upgraded gun. I'll just take you through some of this. So we did originally have the 75mm anti-tank howitzer, which was on I think the T82, and it's not a rubbish gun damage wise. If you can get close enough to them, it is relatively good, but in terms of how it looks on a tank, if I can just put it on there, it literally looks like a snub nose. It's basically a stump of a gun, and although it does quite a lot of damage, it's got no penetration because it's high explosive, and it virtually cannot hit anything over 50 meters. Even at 50 meters it sometimes struggles to do so. However, I have got quite a few good kind of shots in with this, because it can do a lot of damage if you hit them in the right place. Anyhow, I'm going to switch back to my 37mm, which obviously isn't as big as some of these, but it is a fast shooter and has decent penetration, so I'm going to go back to that and we can start battling. It also has a pretty good speed limit of 58, although I haven't really got up to that, unfortunately, because it does struggle to get. I mean, you can achieve 45 relatively easily on flat land, but apart from that it's quite tricky. So one of my ideas with this gun is, because the original gun was more of a front lines kind of gun type thing, so this one is starting to look a bit more like a sniper. It's got quite a long barrel. I think that probably means it's accurate. I didn't look at that, but I think it is accuracy is about 0.39ish, which isn't too bad, so it probably means we can hit people at quite a fair distance and still do a bit of damage. So looks like I've got another M8A1 here, and we've got a couple on the other team. It does look overall though that the Hetzers are probably some of the most popular tank destroyer lines to follow, because of course you do get some very nice tank destroyers higher up. I am leveling the Hetzer up as well to get Stug Free and the other tank destroyers that come from that, but the reason I've decided to go with a bit more of the American tank destroyers this time is just because they're so interesting. They're pretty much the only turreted tank destroyers in the game, and they're played completely differently, because of course you've got different tactics. When you hide in a bush, you don't have to turn around, you can just turn the turret so it doesn't give away your position. Obviously it doesn't have as much armor as the Hetzer, but it's fairly quicker, which is quite a good advantage, especially for just going in and doing quick attacks. But I'm not sure how much moving about we're going to be doing here. It looks like I'm just following these 3 Hetzers along here, so I'm not sure how this will fare. Could end up that we get absolutely slaughtered because we'll get ambushed or something, because it does look like there's a medium down here somewhere, but I can't quite get him in range, but we'll probably have to watch out for him, because he's probably going to try and kill us. Now, I think we probably missed then, so unless I can't actually reach him from where I was shooting, we just missed pretty much 3 shots there, which wasn't that good. And it just does look like our team's being fairly quickly destroyed. We've killed 2, they've killed 4, which isn't a very good ratio to start with, so it does look like this isn't going to be a particularly good game. But hopefully I will get some form of entertainment in for you. I think due to the situation of the game, although it's only really just developing, but it's starts out quite quickly. Usually it doesn't take long to get into this, but we're pretty far into the game already, it would appear. So this will be interesting. So I think what I'm going to do at this point, just because I don't really want to die so quickly, is I'm going to probably hide in a bush just for a bit. I think they've probably got that light tank there, just so we do get a bit more time on the field. And because obviously as soon as I do get killed, I think that was another one just like mine, but again I didn't hit him, so I'm not sure what I'm doing, which is disappointing really, because it's supposed to be a fairly good gun. We did just do 159 damage then, so although maybe this isn't accurate, it also does quite a bit of damage, which isn't too bad. Now I'm not sure where that M3 Lee went, because I did just destroy one then when I was blind, so that's unfortunate we didn't get to see that, but we did just kill him. And I'm sure there was an M3 Lee over there which doesn't look like he got killed, which is quite surprising, because usually they're pretty tricky to hide.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So I'm not sure the accuracy is too bad. I think it's just where I was aiming, if that makes sense. I think they're probably behind cover or something, or slightly downhill, so I couldn't quite get them in the same way. Now, I mean, again, that guy down there, I'm not really sure. Oh, I did hit him then. I wasn't expecting to, because I thought he was like slightly downhill. And we have got a M3 Lee. Yeah, looks like some guy just finished him off. And that could have been a third kill. But I'm actually quite liking this gun here. So, although it obviously doesn't do as much damage as the 75mm counterparts, it does seem... I'm not sure if I can quite yet say accurate, because I haven't really confirmed that. But in reality it does seem pretty nice. Now I was about to finish him as well, but he didn't seem to show up. I think that flag post was in the way. But it does look like we've kind of turned this battle around a bit, so hiding in the bush obviously does work. Now I just came out at the wrong time, because we've now got a tank destroyer down there.
That one bounced.
Now that one did hit, so I think it is fairly accurate. I think it was just my aiming, which was bad. And that one I did miss. That wasn't the gun, so that was my fault. Now it looks like he's going to be hiding behind there, because he obviously doesn't want to get killed. I don't blame him, because I don't really want to get killed. I think that may have been the same tank destroyer as this one. So far I'm definitely recommending the American tank destroyer line. Definitely. I mean, 2 kills isn't great, I suppose, but it's not bad, especially for my standards, and it is the first time we're using this gun, of course, so in that respect, I don't think we're doing too badly. Hopefully we get quite a nice XP boost from this as well. I'm not sure where everyone's gone, so we'll just have to do a bit of a scout about. This isn't really a scouting tank, although it fares quite well. It's quite quick and it's got good firepower and such. So it looks like we really don't want to let that hit us, so we're going to have to be careful.
Enemy vehicle knocked down.
Did just one-shot him, so I'm pretty impressed with this gun. It does a lot of damage for its tier anyway. I'm just wondering where these last few are, because we've obviously got a Hetzer somewhere and a... oh, don't really want to have a collision. And a Valentine, which I think the Valentine's a pretty nasty tank actually. It's not bad anyway. And the Hetzer, of course, hasn't actually killed anyone from the looks of it, so I'm not sure how much of a threat he is. But any tank destroyer is pretty dangerous. No, don't die there, you're medium. Don't know what you are, but there's no need for you to die quite yet. Now, I kind of was hoping that the artillery would probably deal with him, but obviously not. If I just light him up quickly, we may die at this point, of course, because I am known to do badly in border tanks. I'm sure, I swear he was there. I swear I just saw him in a bush. Now that would be embarrassing if I did see him in a bush and he was actually in there, but he didn't show up on the radar. don't know what I'm doing here, I'm just circling around. These are my usual tactics, probably best not to follow them. I've got 3 kills now, I forgot to mention that, although you probably already knew I had 3 kills, but... Anyhow, I'm probably expecting this Hetzer to be hiding. Oh no, he's actually on the other side of the map, so... maybe that medium is kind of finished. I'm not convinced that medium is going to have a good time there.
That's gotta hurt.
185 damage, that's pretty good. I think he's just about to commit suicide. And it looks like Valentine did kill Valentine. But it did look like he was about to commit suicide, so he got him before he did that. And he's also very angry with his team. But to be fair, I mean, it wasn't that rubbish. I mean, I can understand if you have a team where you kill 2 of them and then they still have 8 of them. I mean, I can understand that kind of anger, but I mean their team wasn't rubbish per se. Now, I'm not sure how this will fare against the front slope of the Hetzer.
They're knocked out.
Now, I say that, and I just shot his front armor and got minus 242 damage on him. So, I don't know, this gun's amazing. That must have been a critical, or I hit him somewhere hard, because that is way above the standard shell damage. Anyway, thanks for watching my quick M8A1 video today, guys. Hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. See you next time, guys.